For your reference, I took a note of some people that have been working on the irrigation system. Here's a copy of the report they provide the homeowner. This lists the zones for the sprinkler system, and you'll note in the report I tell you that it's not working in a couple of zones. Food processor is showing signs of rust. It's all around the body. It could be dirt, but it really looks like a lot of rust to me. Top worked perfectly. You'll see in the video it all lights up. This is the electrical panel. All looks good there. Other part of the electrical panel looking good there. This is the electrical input. All looks good. This is the water heater. Missing sediment trap. The water heater is incorrectly installed. You see why in the report. These are the vents on the roof. All of them have been caught. They shouldn't be. You need to have these vents replaced. That's the flashing replaced. They will leak. This is the dryer output. It's got lint in it. You can see it when you get up close. Another vent showing the corking. Water pressure in the house is 60 pounds per square inch. All the windows around the house need some corking. Not surprising. This is on the right elevation. There's some erosion going on there and some water ponding. This outlet should have a bubble cover on it. It doesn't. This is the downpipe for one of the gutters, and it's actually loose, so the water's coming out and going on the grade. Here, another picture of damaged corking. Get more corking. The tub, no GFCI apparent. Now, I misspoke in the previous commentary. That was zone 3 of the broken heads, or at least the ground leak. This is zone 4. Zone 4 is the rear yard. Zone 4 is not operational. You can see why. Here's where a sprinkler head is, and it's not rising. Now, the normal cause of a sprinkler head not rising is a broken pipe. You see, if the pipe's broken, there's not enough power. There's a head here, not rising, you can see. If a pipe is broken, there's not enough power in the water to extend the head up and spray. Here, I think, is where we've got a broken head. There's just a hole, it's just flowing out. So that's zone 4, broken heads in need of repair. Here we're doing an infrared scan. We're basically looking for anomalies, water leaks mainly, hot wires behind the wall. You can see the dark patches, missing insulation, just a little bit. Very common to find it, a little bit of missing insulation in the attic, over the ceiling there. It's an infrared scan. So in this area here, we think there's either missing insulation or a water leak. I tried a water meter, damp meter on it, and it didn't show anything. So it's probably missing insulation. There was no marks on the paintwork to indicate there was moisture present. But they can be notoriously difficult to find unless it's raining at the time. Things dry out very quickly, as you're probably aware in Texas. checking appliances here, looking inside closets, looking at the extractor, just general inspection of the items in the kitchen. The extractor over the hob works perfectly. Food processor, well, food disposal, and finding damage. So the food processor is in poor condition. Looks like the body's been damaged and there's corrosion on it. You should plan to replace the food processor. In this section, we'll be checking the water flow at the faucet so we can get hot water present and liquid on the valve. Well, there were no cracks on the walls outside, no signs of foundation movement, which is always good news. But we're just having a quick check around the house. We're seeing if there are any jammed doors, any movements in the frame, out square doors. This is an attic access hatch. It should actually have a weather seal around here to prevent fire getting into the attic. Much the same as you have a weather seal on the door to the garage. And you'll notice the door's closing. It's got self-closing hinges. That's correct. Well, you can't have self-closing hinges here, but it's never normally left open. But you can have a weather seal which actually cuts down or increases the time it takes a fire to get up into the attic. We're in the attic. Gas supply here, flexible lead line, which is correct, but it doesn't have a drip leg. Or it's actually also known as a sediment trap. This is the flue. Is it bonded? Yes, it's bonded. That's the vent for the dryer. All's good there. radiant barrier on the roof. Okay, air conditioning unit is in good condition. We're going to be running the furnace a little bit later. It was running when I came up here a moment ago, but we're going to run it again. Test it. Attic is good. Access is good. Service boards are great. Some water heaters in a closet in the garage. It doesn't have a drip leg. This is the temperature it's already found. It operates. This is the vent hood and flue. It's loose. It should be actually positively retained with screw. Yeah, you got some caulking use here. It should be mortar. Moving to the right elevation. There's some erosion at the right elevation here. You can see the ground has dropped a little bit, about 2 inches. Rebuilding that would be a good idea. The downpipes here are supposed to go into the ground, and you can see here it's mismatched slightly. This is the flue for the gas fireplace. It's a balanced flue. Caulking is in generally poor condition. You should plan to re-caulk. You should be doing that every couple of years. It doesn't last long. The rear elevation. Retaining wall at the rear of property. This will drain into this rear yard. Okay, drain there. Left hand elevation, grading's okay. Sorry, that's the right, not the left. And not right hand, left hand elevation this way. All good. We'll look at the exterior. Yeah, got some holes in the caulking here. Here's how the builder left it. This is the sewer cam inspection. This one is where we've got a problem. This is on the line down to the city. It's called the city tap. and I'm moving the camera about because I found water. I found standing water. Now, if you get standing water in a pipe, what will happen over time, it'll clog. And once it clogs, you'll get a backup into the house. You can see this will be run for a few minutes. What I try to do is to remove the water, then refill it, and see if the water comes back. So here I'm moving the camera to and fro, so effectively pushing the water out into the pipe a bit further so it drains. You can see it running there. So I'm getting water out, hopefully. Say hopefully, because I'm going to go back in a minute and I'm going to run the water into the sewer system, and then I will see if it fills up again. So here's the water. Now we're not going to move for a bit. The camera's going to sit there, and in a bit we'll see a lot more water come through. I'm basically flushing toilets and turning on faucets. We'll fill up the sewer and then let it drain. And if there's water still sitting there, that's positive identification of a serious sewer problem. You really do not want water standing in a sewer. It will cause it to block. Some plumbers might tell you that there's always a little bit of water left in the sewer. Don't believe them. They don't know what they're talking about. There's never water left in a correctly sloped sewer. So here we are. We've got lots of water flowing through. Camera's now completely submerged. And you'll see on the bottom left-hand corner of the video, you'll see the water line where the water is, and slowly but slowly it's going to drain. So I'm moving the camera about a bit. It cleans the lens. See, the water level's already dropped, but it's still got a bit to drop. There's not a lot of water going to be left in this sewer, but there's more than enough water to ensure that it will be backing up from time to time. So I'm pulling the camera back. I'm trying to give it a fair chance to empty. You know, I don't want to call out a sewer and say there's standing water when there's not. So we've got standing water. So as you see, I emptied it. I tried to push the water out and refill it, and I've refilled it. And you can see it's sitting there now. I let the camera stand there for a bit, just to make sure it's not draining. But after this amount of time, my conclusion is standing water in the sewer, in the line running from the house clear out down to the city tap. Now this is the camera being put down the sewer line in under the house. In a minute, the camera's going to start moving and we'll go through the pipe. Now, because of the design of these pipes, it's sometimes not possible to get to every branch. The camera follows the natural line, it follows the normal main line, but sometimes there's small branches that we can't get to. My camera just follows the main route through the system, and I can't deviate it away from that route easily. So here we go, going through the line. This is under the house. We're basically looking for bellies and breaks in the line. So here, the pass through a part of the pipe that I find suspect, and so I'm going to recommend that you have a plumber put a camera down here and have a closer look. See this joint here? Well, the joint we just saw was there was a lot more exposed pipe. The actual circumference of the pipe, the wall of the pipe was exposed a lot more.